नमस्ते स्टूडेंट, सदा खुश रहिए बिटियाओं। माई सेल्फ JVN ब्रिजेश कुमार यादव, फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड मेथोडोलॉजी, ज्योति विद्यापीठ वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर। Students, I welcome to all of you in my digital class. Today I have prepared this lecture for BSc B.Ed ZBC second sem. Paper name is Diversity of Crypto Games. Students, so far we have studied some of the genera of Aidophyta which are included in your syllabus. Today we are going to see another new genus of your syllabus, that is Selaginella. Okay. Before going to start, Selaginella will follow same pattern as we have followed in previous genera. We'll start our lecture from systematic position of that particular genus, then occurrence, plant body, morphology, anatomy, and followed by reproduction and life cycle. Okay, so this is the pattern of our study to study any particular genus. So let's start to study Selaginella with its systematic position. The division is Lycophyta. Class is Ligulopsida. This is the unique name based on the ligule structure which is found in this class of Pteridophyta. On the basis of this ligule, which we'll study later, this class name has been given. Order is Selaginelles. Family is Selaginellaceae. Genus is Selaginella. Some of the common species of Selaginella are S. crassiana, which is very common. Others are S. monospora, S. adunca, and S. picta. Now about occurrence. Habit: they grow in moist and sandy hillsides. Some of the species are epiphytic, such as Selaginella oregana, and some other species are xerophytic. Example is Selaginella lepidophylla. Now something about morphology. As you all know, being a pteridophytes, Selaginella has sporophytic dominant phase, that is the morphology of plant. This plant is differentiated into root, stem, leaves. On habitat, they are creepy or erect in nature. Stem is dichotomously branched, which later on become monopodial. Leaves are small, simple, sessile, green, and thin microphyllous leaf. And the main function of leaves are to photosynthesis. The root, which is adventitious, dichotomously branched, arise from stem. You can see the figures of this Selaginella, that whole plant body. Strobila is there, ventral side, dorsal view. These are the Selaginella diagram. Some other features of Selaginella is it is heterosporous, unlike to Equisetum, which we have studied previously, that was homosporous, means it has two same types of spores, but in Selaginella it is heterosporous, so it has two different types of spores. Morphologically both of them are different. Eusporangiate, you all know, life cycle is heteromorphic, alternation of generation. Ligule and rhizophore are present. These two are the unique feature of Selaginella. What is ligule? Ligule is a small tongue-shaped outgrowth or appendages present at the base of each young leaves. At the base ligule, the sheath of elongated secretory cells are present, that is called as glossopodium. Students, these are the structure which is very unique in Selaginella and mainly confined to this pteridophyta. That's why it is more important, because in competitive exam they used to ask which pteridophyta has glossopodium, which pteridophyta has ligules, ligules found in which pteridophyta. Then you have to reply accordingly. Okay. Next, the main function is not known, but ligule is protective organ. Rhizophore, you can see rhizophore that is hanging. This is positively geographic, long, geotropic, long, cylindrical, leafless, colorless, prop root like structure. Then reproduction. Selaginella can reproduce vegetatively and sexually. Vegetative reproduction carried out in different species by different processes, by different methods. Some of them are like fragmentation, that is found in Selaginella rupensis. Tuber is found in Selaginella chrysocaulus, and resting buds are also in same species. Now sexual reproduction, that sexual reproduction is carried out with the help of spores, and we have already discussed that Selaginella is heterosporous, means it has two different kinds of spores. What are those? You all know. One is microspores, another is megaspore. Macrospore produced inside the microsporangium, whereas megaspores produced in megasporangium on the microsporophylls and megasporophylls respectively. These spores are produced inside the sporangium. The whole structure is known as cone or strobilus. Okay. After maturation of these spores, they will have to liberate from parental organ. The dehiscence of vertical splitting from the upper end into the two valves promotes the liberation of these spores, which get fertilized, okay, and develop into different prothallus. Now gametophytic or prothallus, this prothallus develop microspores are small in size and produce in large number of inside microsporangium, and this develop into male gametophyte, whereas microspores, megaspores develop into female gametophyte. Okay, and this gametophyte has reproductive organ, that is archegonia and antheridia, which forms male gamete and female gametes. Now this is the schematic diagram of the life cycle of Selaginella. We can see that this life cycle is divided into two parts. One is 2N, that is sporophytic phase. Another is N phase, that is gametophytic phase. The main plant body is sporophytic, we all know, that is 2N, and it has cones, strobila, which produce different types of spores, such as microspores develop into male gametophyte, whereas megaspores develop into female gametophyte. Male gametophyte produce sperms, whereas female gametophyte produce egg, and both of them get fertilized. And students, please keep in your mind that for fertilization of any pteridophytes, water is essential component. In the presence of water only fertilization happen, otherwise it won't. So after fertilization, structure is zygote. Now zygote is the first cell, first stage of sporophytic phase, whereas that gamete is the first stage of gametophytic phase. So students, in this way the life cycle is go on from sporophyte to gametophyte, then gametophyte to sporophyte. So students, here we have seen the morphology, systematic position, structure, reproduction and life cycle of Silaginella. Thank you very much.